How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this conviction.
Hot mess that they air in the mornings, called The View, had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections.
You won't believe this bombshell. The set of The View is in absolute chaos right now. And this isn't just another petty celebrity feud, it's a full-blown legal disaster that could spell the end of the show for good. Country superstar Carrie Underwood has just slapped The View's co-hosts with a staggering $900 million lawsuit, shaking the entire entertainment industry to its core. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's the kind of lawsuit that could bring down the longest-running talk show on television.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. What do y'all think?
Now, how did we get here? What explosive event triggered this record-breaking legal battle? Buckle up, because this story is absolutely wild. It all began when Carrie Underwood shocked fans by announcing that she would be performing at Donald Trump's second inauguration. And this wasn't just any performance, she planned to take the stage alongside the Armed Forces Chorus and the United States Naval Academy Glee Club, making it a high-profile patriotic moment. The announcement sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Fans never expected Carrie to make such a bold political statement, and the internet immediately exploded with speculation. Was this a betrayal of her fan base? Was she taking sides in one of the most divisive political climates in history? That's when The View's co-hosts jumped in, and they did not hold back. They went all in on Carrie's decision, questioning everything from her motivations to her reputation. But did they go too far? Did their words cross the legal line? Well, Carrie certainly seems to think so, because now The View is facing a lawsuit so massive it could bring everything crashing down. And trust me, this is just the beginning. This is where things took an even darker turn. The co-hosts of The View didn't just discuss Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration, they tore into her with some of the boldest accusations yet. Each of them had something to say, and trust me, it wasn't pretty.
It's always amusing to see what pisses the left off, because then you get a really good visual of where their priorities lie. There are a lot of people on the left right now that are more outraged by Carrie Underwood performing at Trump's inauguration than they are over Democrat mismanagement literally burning down America's second largest city. And they want to make fun of us when we don't have A-list artists performing at our events, but then when we do, they're about ready to combust. Get a grip on reality. I understand maturity and tolerance is unknown territory for you, but there are a lot of famous people who don't think like you, and there are very few people who would pass up an inauguration gig because, well, it's a presidential inauguration. It's a historical event. Regardless, you don't get to cheer for your twerking rappers at Kamala's rallies and then criticize a Christian country artist for wanting to show love to her country and share her talent to welcome in the next president. Carrie Underwood has said herself that we should come together in the spirit of unity, which is a message you guys like to preach about constantly, but never want to put into play when it actually matters. A bunch of self-proclaimed champions of free speech and choice, but only to protect.
Alyssa Griffin went straight for the money angle, implying that Carrie's decision wasn't about patriotism or politics but pure profit. According to her, performing at Trump's event was a calculated business move because of his massive supporter base. In other words, she suggested that Carrie Underwood was chasing a payday, but then came Joy Behar, and she didn't hold back at all. Joy went so far as to suggest that Carrie was un-American for agreeing to sing at the event. Yes, you read that right, she openly questioned Carrie's integrity and patriotism just because she accepted the invitation, and she wasn't alone. Sunny Hostin jumped right in, backing Joy's statement. She made it clear that if she were in Carrie's position, she would have flat-out refused the offer. Even though she admitted she couldn't carry a tune to save her life, she insisted that her answer would still be a hard no. Then came Whoopi Goldberg, and her stance was a little different. While she didn't personally agree with Carrie's choice, she actually defended her right to make it. She pointed out that people have the right to make their own career moves, no matter how controversial they may seem, but that's when Whoopi brought up an interesting twist. She compared this whole situation to MSNBC's Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski's infamous meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. What was she implying? That this wasn't just about Carrie, it was about power, influence, and who gets a pass for their political ties. Despite their heated debate, the co-hosts somehow managed to agree on one thing: this performance was going to be a moment that would define Carrie Underwood's career. And then came Inauguration Day. The stage was set. Carrie was moments away from performing America the Beautiful after Trump's 30-minute inaugural address. But just when everything seemed to be going smoothly, a technical disaster struck. A sudden glitch nearly threw her entire performance off track. The pressure was on, the stakes were sky high, and millions were watching. But did Carrie panic? Not a chance. Instead, she did what true professionals do: she improvised like a pro and delivered a stunning performance, proving that no controversy or setback could hold her back. But little did she know, the View's words would come back to haunt them in ways no one saw coming.
Miss Carrie Underwood, Miss Season 4 American Idol winner. I'm gonna dig a key into your car. I'm gonna swing a Louisville Slugger to both your headlights. What are you doing? What are you doing doing the inauguration? Hello? Miss, are times that tough? Is no one listening to Before He Cheats anymore? Like, what? Carrie, baby, no.
Technical glitch nearly ruined everything. But then Carrie Underwood did something no one expected. She ditched the instruments, went full a cappella, and turned the moment into something unforgettable. With millions watching via livestream, she took command of the stage and beckoned the crowd to sing along. The result? A breathtaking, spine-chilling performance that had guests in awe inside the White House. The reaction was clear: standing ovations, thunderous applause, and praise from top officials. But there was one major exception. The View's co-hosts weren't clapping, and when the reaction hit social media, it was an all-out war. Twitter, Facebook, and every corner of the internet erupted into a massive debate. The question: was Carrie Underwood a hero or a traitor? Was she standing up for her beliefs, or was she playing into a political game? Suddenly, Carrie was under a microscope like never before. Fans started digging deep into her political history, trying to uncover where she really stood. And what they found? It sent the internet into a frenzy. For years, Carrie had maintained a carefully neutral image. She never openly spoke about politics, never aligned with any party, and avoided controversy like the plague. But now, a shocking rumor started spreading like wildfire. According to some sources, Carrie had always been a quiet Trump supporter, and this performance wasn't just a gig, it was allegedly a deliberate statement. But was it true? Or was this just another attempt to drag her into a political storm she never wanted? Even Carrie herself had once addressed the issue in an interview, stating, "I try to stay far out of politics if possible, at least in public, because nobody wins."
Doctor.
Hey, do you have that Obamacare?
Obamacare? What's that? What's that?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I started signing up last Thursday and I'm almost done. Let's go to the website and get you signed up.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let's see. This can't be too hard, right?
Why is it spinning?
Oh, it does that.
Okay. Why is it smoking?
I don't. Maybe we should restart it. Obamacare by morning. Why is this taking so long?
So long.
So long.
I'm gonna wind up with hemorrhoids if I sit here till dawn. We'll have cataracts and dementia. Oh, this is getting on my last nerve.
Obamacare by morning. Over 6 people served. We'll finish that later.
Now, it seemed like there was no staying out of it anymore. The internet had spoken, and Carrie Underwood was at the center of a scandal she never saw coming. This is where things got downright insane. Everyone wanted a clear-cut answer, a black-and-white explanation of where Carrie stood politically. But the truth? It wasn't that simple. Over the years, Carrie Underwood carefully walked the line, never fully revealing her political stance. But eagle-eyed fans weren't buying it. They dug deep and found key moments that allegedly hinted at her leanings. Back in 2012, reports surfaced that she had registered as a Republican, but did she vote for Trump? That remains a mystery. In 2016, she posted a casual car selfie on Facebook, proudly displaying her "I voted" sticker, but she never revealed who got her vote. Was it a subtle message, or just another attempt to stay neutral? Then came a rare moment when Carrie took a public stand. She slammed Tennessee state legislators for passing an AG gag bill, a law many viewed as anti-animal rights. Some saw it as a progressive stance, while others claimed it meant nothing politically. But after her Trump inauguration performance, fans were quick to connect the dots. Had the signs been there all along? Was her emotional speech about peace and unity truly authentic, or was it just a well-crafted PR move? For a while, Carrie stayed completely silent. She refused to engage, refused to explain, and refused to feed the controversy. But the internet doesn't wait for answers, it creates its own. And then the unthinkable happened. A full-blown boycott movement began spreading across social media like wildfire. Former fans turned into protesters, recruiting others to completely abandon Carrie's music. People weren't just unfollowing her, they were actively blocking her on streaming platforms, deleting her songs from playlists, and encouraging others to do the same. In a matter of days, Carrie Underwood's career, years of hard work, countless hits, and a legacy built on talent, was suddenly hanging by a thread, all because of one performance. And in that moment, Carrie must have asked herself, why am I the one paying the price for this? Carrie Underwood had finally reached her breaking point. After enduring relentless scrutiny, backlash, and a full-blown boycott, she decided she wasn't going down without a fight. She was done staying silent, done letting people drag her name through the mud. And so, she made a move that shook the entertainment industry to its core. In a stunning turn of events, Carrie filed a jaw-dropping $900 million lawsuit against the very people she blamed for starting this whole mess, The View's co-hosts and producers. Just like that, she flipped the script. But she wasn't stopping there. She and her supporters wanted the show gone permanently. The longest-running daytime talk show, known for its cutthroat debates and relentless controversy, was now in serious danger of cancellation.
If you haven't heard yet, Miss Carrie Underwood, she signed up to sing at the potential inauguration. So if that's a deal breaker for you, like it is for me, and you have a Spotify, get over there and block her. You can block artists that you don't want, that you know support Dumpty. So if you don't know how to do that, you go to the artist, you go to the three dots, you click that, then you can click block artist. So I suggest that we all do that. Yeah, there's a few songs I like of her, but it's not worth it. Not worth it. We're not supporting mega lovers. Not doing it. So I suggest you go do that too. Plus, it's not a deal.
Of course, The View has never been a stranger to controversy. Since its debut in 1997, the show has been plagued with whispers of backstage manipulation, with producers allegedly pushing co-hosts to stir the pot, attack guests, and create viral moments, all in the name of ratings. But now, that strategy might finally be catching up with them. Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and Sunny Hostin have all faced explosive allegations over the years. Some have accused them of racism, sexism, and shutting down opposing views. Many claim the guests barely get a word in before they're ambushed, interrupted, or outright humiliated, and in some cases, things have ended in complete disaster. Take, for instance, one of the show's most infamous scandals, Whoopi Goldberg's defense of Bill Cosby. At the time, Cosby was facing numerous sexual assault allegations, yet Whoopi hesitated to condemn him. Her refusal to immediately denounce her longtime friend sparked outrage, and before she knew it, she was facing calls for her own cancellation. And then there's Joy Behar, whose name has been tied to controversy more times than fans can count. One of her biggest scandals erupted when old photos of her resurfaced, photos of her in a highly questionable Halloween costume that many deemed offensive and inappropriate. Now, with Carrie Underwood's lawsuit shaking up the industry, all these past scandals are resurfacing like never before. Could this be the final nail in The View's coffin? Or will the show find a way to survive yet another firestorm? The controversy didn't stop there.
have to start by saying that, like every American this morning, we are heartbroken.
One of the most infamous moments in The View's history resurfaced when Joy Behar found herself in hot water over an old Halloween costume. During a segment discussing the revived trend of embracing natural curls, a photo of Joy in dark makeup appeared on screen. Raven-Symoné didn't hold back, questioning whether Joy had used tanning lotion to darken her skin. Joy's response: she casually brushed it off, saying, "It was Halloween, and I was dressed as a beautiful African woman." The backlash was instant and brutal, forcing her to issue a public apology, but this was just one of many moments that fueled outrage against the show in recent years. The View has been accused of being overly political, pushing biased narratives, and causing division among viewers. Since Trump's second inauguration, the co-hosts have been relentless, from tearing apart Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at the ceremony to attacking Trump's cabinet picks. Their heated opinions have created more enemies than ever before. For many fans, this latest scandal was the final straw. The calls to cancel The View weren't just about Carrie anymore, they were about years of controversy, bias, and unchecked drama. The show had survived countless storms, but could it survive this one? And if it did, what would become of the co-hosts' careers? After decades of running the most talked-about daytime show, were they finally facing a reckoning they couldn't escape? Is this the end of The View, or will they find a way to dodge cancellation one more time? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because this story is far from over. See you in the next one.